princess was forced to put on a strange wedding dress. It was so tight she could barely breathe. Today was supposed to be her wedding day, but a guard secretly slipped a dagger into her waistband. The princess was utterly confused by this, but she would soon understand why. As the wedding ceremony came to an end, the prince swept her up in his arms. Just as Anna was lost in blissful happiness, the prince suddenly hurled her off the cliff. Fortunately, the valley below was thick with branches and foliage, which saved Anna from a deadly fall. Darkness and terror surrounded her. She screamed for help in rage and desperation, but her cries accidentally awakened a sleeping dragon at the bottom of the cliff. As roaring flames came rushing toward her, Anna ran for her life. She barely managed to duck into a cave, only to get her ankle tangled in debris. With a second wave of flames approaching fast, she fought desperately to break free. Thankfully, she only suffered burns to her skin. To survive, she used the dagger to cut strips from her dress and bandaged her wounds. Then, carrying a flaming torch, she bravely ventured into the dark depths of the valley. Fortune seemed to smile upon her. Anna quickly found melting icicles. She tilted her head back and drank deeply, then slowly closed her eyes in exhaustion, completely unaware that danger was creeping closer. When she opened her eyes again, the icicles had already turned into blazing flames. Anna quickly ducked back into the cave, once again dodging the dragon's attack. By sheer luck, she also discovered an opening that led to the outside world, though the cave walls were covered with razor-sharp crystals, like a deadly trap waiting to spring. But driven by her will to survive, Anna tore her dress into strips, braided them into a rope, and began climbing with determination. Just when she thought she was about to escape, the dragon's roar echoed from the valley below. Startled, she lost her footing and nearly plummeted to the bottom. Fortunately, she managed to hook her crown onto a crystal, leaving her body suspended in midair. But the fragile crystal couldn't support her weight and shattered instantly. She plummeted straight down as the dragon opened its massive jaws, waiting for its prey to fall in. However, Anna didn't give up. With her last ounce of strength, she used her crown to hook onto the rock wall again. In this desperate moment, she found incredible strength within herself and climbed frantically upward, finally reaching the cave opening. But her hope was instantly crushed. Outside the opening was nothing but a sheer drop. Seeing villagers passing far below, she waved frantically and shouted for help, but they couldn't hear her at all. Instead, she only attracted the dragon's attention. The warning signs on the walls and the scattered bones nearby seemed to silently tell her there was no way out of this place. Just as Anna closed her eyes and waited for death to come, a familiar voice suddenly shattered the darkness.